catch by Jay Nathaniel. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Junior taking a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets up. Oh,
Down!
watch him. He's going to set up. He's going to go for the... It fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Hello everybody, welcome on in. It's Wednesday night and we've got ourselves some CFSL football. It's Nebraska versus West Virginia. We've got beautiful skies at 76 degrees. Should be a great one tonight. My name's Anthony Mellum, Austin Crow producing, hopefully joined later by Dom. We'll see how it all works out, but welcome on in everybody and hope your night's been fantastic. Hopefully the game is even better.
Not even gonna try to attempt to throw it to me. I'm sitting right next to you this whole time.
There he is. I thought you were still in the restroom. You know, it's this curtain they put between us. It makes it harder to find you.
It's because I'm short. I get it.
I'm also short, so that's what the problem is. We're both looking up, and neither of us can see the other person.
One of these days, we'll see eye to eye.
Might be doubtful.
Yeah.
How are you feeling, Dom? West Virginia, Nebraska. Walk us through it.
I'm looking forward to a good, impactful game. A lot of these teams have something they want to prove, and we're going to see West Virginia come out here and try to set up the tone first.
Let's see it indeed. Let's get this going. The first play of the game going to be a handoff for one singular yard by Keith Samuels.
And CGOs is going to start off the game by just handing that off to Keith Samuels. Nothing sketchy, just getting a nice little feeler for it, testing out the defense and making sure that they are not going to be able to stay at home.
This time a bit of a toss out to the side, much more room to work, but actually it's getting caught. I thought that'd be more for Keith, instead just a gain of 5. It looked like there was a little bit of room to work, but kind of just took that tough cut in.
It's just simply not holding your blocks. When you're on the edge, you've got to set that edge and you've got to hold it until you see them get past you. That is a failure to hold on right there. But 3rd and 5 is not out of the realm of possibilities.
You drop back looking for the pass. Our first one in the air of the game. It'll be good off to the left-hand side. Sebastian Grant will grab it for 18 yards. And at that, the first clean completion of the game for CJ Yost. She had it pretty locked down.
And she just let it right where it needs to be. It's a beautiful, beautiful comeback route to the boundary like that. Defense is caught slipping. That is a good first down pickup.
1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. Another handoff from West Virginia off to the left-hand side. Again, 1 yard for Keith Samuels.
West Virginia seems to be very content keeping on the ground game and just forcing Nebraska to stop them.
New look, another handoff. No, going to keep it this time. A bullet off to the left-hand side. This time incomplete, though. It is broken up. A heck of a tackle at that. A lot of walk-ons on this team as well, but that time it was Luke Rogers.
Fighting through it, not letting him secure that catch. That is just healthy defense.
I'm so impressed by the amount of walk-ons on Nebraska. I always say impressed, but a lot to keep our eyes on track of this game.
Nebraska likes to be defensive walk-on you for sure.
The punt away. West Virginia could not make it happen on their first drive of the game. Some signs of life, though, at least, if you're rooting for them tonight. And that first punt will go all the way back out.
Yeah, Anthony, you've got something you can hang your hat on. You've shown that you can move the ball. You did convert, so you are capable of getting first downs. Just got to find a way to stretch that out a little bit longer down the field.
Some tough field position to work with for Nebraska, but the first play of their offensive game is a handoff to Tyler Archer, a name that a couple of weeks ago with you, I could not stop saying Tyler Archer's name because the run game was so effective by Nebraska.
Nebraska predicates on running, and they run well.
This time it's a keeper. Lincoln League taking it all the way up. Does get smashed, but finds 9 yards in the first down.
Lincoln League gets Lincoln logged. What a lumber was laid there.
Woo! Ranked 13, Nebraska back to the line. League looking to lead again. Another handoff to Archer. One-man trucked. It'll be a gain of 10 for 2nd and inches.
Now, absolutely just gets ran over, and I believe that's Tank Golden that might have been in there getting ran over, but still maintained possession, bringing him down to the turf.
Looking for that first down. Will be another handoff. Looking to go off to the right-hand side, but Theo Petty cannot grab it. Instead loses 2 yards. It's Will Smith, not just good at smacking celebrities, good at bringing down running backs.
And the Tony 10 comes up not paid for it. Will Smith gets off his blocker and gets into the backfield in a hurry.
3rd and 2, looking for that first down. They'll go back to Theo Petty off to the left-hand side, and we'll find it. Brought down hard, but a gain of 6.
Always love a good run out of the trip set to the top. You'd like to think that should be a passing situation. Nope, just gotta hand it off, say, hey, keep on doing the thing. Way to pick up the first down for Nebraska.
Last week, we had some weird pacing in our games on Thursday together. So our first Wednesday, we'll see if that's a changed situation this time. That catch by DeMarcus White will be for 9. And it already feels like this is going to be a very offensive-heavy game while there's no points on the board. Now, both teams have made pretty good gains across the field throughout their drives.
I can agree with that. Both teams have shown signs of life on offense. Nebraska's already gotten a stop on D. Now it's going to be time to see if West Virginia can step up and get a stop before they start getting into that field goal territory.
Snap to League. Quick pass. Hands good. But too much time, and Theo Petty gets rocked into the back line. Brendan Carr combines with Elwood Gray, and they just absolutely obliterate him on that catch.
See,
Wow.
I don't hate the play call whatsoever. No reason to have to high point lob that. You absolutely just leave Petty like dead to rights.
3rd and 3 now for Nebraska, and everybody on this offense is taking a beating. We'll see if they can still push through and get the first. A pass, unfortunately, to nobody from League. It'll be 4th and 3. So West Virginia managed to hold on.
And see, right there, that was exactly. I couldn't have timed that any better. Said that they need to go ahead and buck it down and get the stop. They come out, show it, and do it. Force Nebraska to have to punt after moving the ball significantly farther than what West Virginia did to start off. But absolutely bent, did not break, and got it down. And now it's going to be time to see if CJ Yost and company can come out and get it done again. I think she has the talent to get it done here, Anthony.
See what she can do. She's going to pass this first one. A deep one at that. Man's good. That's going to be a big gain. KJ Smith goes 26.
That's certainly the kind of start you want to see. Absolutely just hits it perfect on that post route and just hits it. What a big play over the middle for West Virginia.
Those have to kind of keep piling on, I think, is the key. That was Jakari Thompson there on the tackle as well. So kind of keep your eyes up that middle field and see what Jakari can continue to do throughout this game. So CJ Yost keeps going to the air like she is here. It's going to be dangerous. Might just be another first down. It is, and then some more. 15 more for KJ Smith.
Hey, when in doubt, go ahead and toss it KJ Smith's way. He's got the sure hands to just about come down with it every time. Crispy running on that out route, just getting out there, skirting up the boundaries, just shaking off number 55. Luke Rogers actually just gets absolutely dusted off after his performance on that first drive.
Kudos to the West Virginia uniform decisions tonight, by the way. The blue with the white helmets is clean. I'm a fan.
I wouldn't go that far.
You don't like it? I like it a lot. I think it's clean. See, this pass is just as clean as the unis. It is indeed another good reception. This time to Jay Pittman. It'll go 21 yards.
No, unfortunately, I just got sold there. I was really hoping that pass was going to go to Hamilton Berger, so I could slide in that it needed more mustard on it.
You can't reveal your tricks.
But it's already there. The moment's already passed. I like the blue. It just needs more yellow. It's just too heavy blue.
Okay, fair enough. The colors are at least a little bit yellow. Got a little bit there. CJ Yost trying to make this one turn into 6 points. A bullet to the end zone. Too deep, out of bounds there on the pass. It was a close one, and West Virginia's already taken strikes.
A Chokie's opinion doesn't count, and a Mountaineer can't throw. Looks like we're the same, Nathan.
Tea time on a Wednesday night. Yost once again dropping back. Unfortunately, nobody going to be open. Has to throw it out of bounds. A lot of pressure from that Nebraska defense. Eric Grigsby, the one celebrating in front of the camera.
They've had good sparks getting down the field. They've got to find a way to get it done and convert here on third down if they want to find the end zone.
Let's get it done. CJ Yost going to try. Takes a shot to the end zone. Deflected by Jakari Thompson, denying the touchdown for West Virginia. It'll be 4th and 10. They're going to settle for 3 points if they can get it through. We'll see if they can do it. It's up. And the call will be good. So West Virginia walk away with 3, but hard not to feel like they really wanted that 6, especially with how close those attempts were into the end zone on really 2 out of those 3 pass attempts.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. Absolutely. You always want to walk away with 6 points in the end zone. But when you've got the leg like Luke Leg, you're going to be happy to take those 3 points because you know they're just about guaranteed.
Having leg in your name as a kicker is so much aura. It's actually insane. 2 set of downs for Nebraska on offense. They gained some yards last time, but they started with worse field position. We'll see if this time's cleaner. Already the handoff. Look at the space to go. Tyler Archer will go with lucky 13.
Just scampers, cuts all the way through that traffic, finds the open holes, makes space, and just slides on through. That is a fun way to pick up a first down.
This time going to the air for Lincoln League. Short pass. Just broken up, and -4 there for Tyler Archer on the tackle from the side of West Virginia.
They do say that 60% of the time the screen works every time. Unfortunately, not going to happen on that one. West Virginia sniffs that out, and there's nothing going. That is just a rack 'em and stack 'em by the defense.
Another sign of Elwood Gray getting in on the action. That time we saw Will Brown too. So lots of names to keep track of. The defense is going to keep this pressure on. League pass with the middle. Pressure there again. 3rd and 7 on the gain of 7. So a tough drive so far for Nebraska.
West Virginia got that 3 points, and they are feeling energized right now. That defense is out there screaming boundary to boundary. They are dedicated to trying to force a stop here.
Handoff, nowhere to go for Archer. Loss of 3, 4th and 10. What a defensive drive by West Virginia.
And Caspian Oko absolutely just puts the exclamation point on that drive. Nothing doing. It's just stop city for West Virginia on that drive. Now, unfortunately, if memory serves me right, I believe West Virginia was held to 5 field goals last week. If your defense is out here getting you your stops, you've got to find a way to pay them back. Punch that into the end zone, as Tank Golden's going to get 9 yards on that punt return.
Well, we'll see if CJ Yost can lead everybody to do it. She's looked good passing from the air. We saw some signs of life from Keith as well, the running back 1 for West Virginia. But you've got to get something on this drive going. It feels like if you can give yourself a potential 10-point lead here early in the first quarter, you could be sitting pretty with the pace of the game. First down, we'll see what's done. Pass good, a little bit of room to work. Gain of 6.
And there is Hamilton Berger right there in the scoop, just saying, hey, I'm right here. We ain't got to do much. Scampering for 6 yards.
Scampering is such a good word. Kudos to you for using it. 2nd and 4, another handoff. First one we've seen in a bit. I've kind of missed it. Keith will gain 3. I feel like Keith has a lot of explosive speed that we're seeing on these run attempts.
And look to see a lot more of it later. And never satisfied. Tight end screen? Absolutely. They never see it coming.
3rd and 1. It'll be a pass to gain that distance. A quick pass right over the top of the line. It'll be good to Hamilton Berger yet again for a gain of 10.
With or without cheese. I personally like my burger to have some mustard added to it.
If Hamilton Berger gets a deep pass, maybe I'll give you a good mustard yell for a touchdown.
It would be swell.
Yost trying to make one happen. Good pass, broken man, not quite, but Jay Pittman will still gain 15 on that possession. Eric Grigsby with the tackle.
Pittman was absolutely trying to fight through that, trying to shake it off and try to go get extra yards, and there's just nothing doing there. And that's just a good throw to the sideline by Yost. She sees that, has perfect vision, places it where it needs to be, not a jump ball pass as we've seen.
Lucky for Nebraska that Eric came down with that tackle. Could have been a lot. You can kind of see the speed there in the attempt to rev up. Yost again, this time it'll be off to the left-hand side. We've seen this one a couple of times, that connection, but this time it's brought back a little bit. Only a gain of 4 for Hamilton Berger.
Nah, Berger got spun around there. Had the opportunity, had good yardage, but just got knocked back and could not recover.
Another look, this time the pitch, but just nowhere to go. Keith will be brought down. A loss of 3 that makes it 3rd and 9.
And Drew Curtis's 3rd tackle already making an impact for the defense. And Murph, that's great. Berger got flipped. I should have thought of that. Oh, that was perfect.
3rd and 9, less than a minute to go in the first quarter. West Virginia still with the ball. CJ Yost, she's looking, she fires up the middle. Is that enough of a gain? Yes, it is. First down. West Virginia. Keith Samuels comes up with it. First reception of the game, and it's a big one.
And they are going to give them the generous home spot. Looks good from up here. I'm sure there's going to be some people that are going to disagree. But hey, Mountaineers are absolutely moving. They've got to keep it one play at a time.
After this first play, we'll have our first Twitch update of the night. There'll be another pass from CJ. 1 man broken, 2 men broken. Come on. Tank Golden with some golden tackle shedding there on the grab. Great play.
The tank was loose for sure. And over there on Twitch, we have a 16-yard touchdown pass to Jalen Zachary. Michigan goes up 10-0 on USC, 2:08 left in the first quarter.
Yost to the air again, up the middle. Will be grabbed. Quick tackle. Grant getting a 9.
West Virginia right now, they are checking all the boxes. They've got everything going right. They are making smart, crisp decisions. Just got to find a way to get into the end zone.
See if Berger becomes a target. Instead, it's a run up the middle. Nebraska is all over it, shredding through the line there. They had to come up with that one, and they made it happen. It'll bring us to the end of the first quarter as well. Look at that. The clock ticked down. Close game. Low-scoring game so far. Type your 2s. The score is 3-0 here on CFSL as we continue into the second quarter.
You know, astute observation. The clock does tick down. Thank you for that.
Thanks. That's what I'm here for. Yost looking. It'll be off to the right-hand side, but only a gain of 1 there.
Right. Nothing doing. Nebraska's really happy right now, forcing him to 3rd and long. West Virginia's got to have an answer.
3rd and 8, the snap. Yost is trying to find anybody. It'll be up the middle. Did the feet stay in? Yeah, they did. That's going to be a touchdown pass to guess who? It's Hamilton Berger. That'll make it 9-0. West Virginia is off to a heck of a start in this game.
Oh, I was hoping you were gonna give me that mustard call.
I decided to save it.
It's not ever guaranteed. Should have took it when you had there, but absolutely Berger with cheese finds the end zone for 6. Hamilton absolutely getting some toe tap down in the backside. That is how you extend the lead as West Virginia is now up 10-0 with 8:36 left in the second quarter. Really liking the productivity I'm seeing from West Virginia, Anthony. Gotta imagine Nebraska's gonna want to get started here at some point. They're absolutely lethal on the ground, but if West Virginia's gonna stifle that ground game, gonna have to find a way to get it done in the air for the Lincoln League, as we have a huge return. Theo Petty's gonna get 40 yards on that kickoff return, setting up Nebraska with really solid starting field.
Kind of feels like Theo Petty is always the one to look at on those. It's been the closest that at least I've come to seeing one so far. It feels like it's always going to be them. Quick pass from League, broken off. Brandon Carr with the deflection, almost an interception.
Right now, West Virginia's really, they're honed in. They're feeling nice right now. Nebraska's got to take their time. They've got to slow it down and see everything in front of them.
Handoff, no, it's kept by League, but instantly just flattened. West Virginia was all over that one. Dre Banks with the tackle for a loss.
They send the corner in on the blitz, and it absolutely pays off. Nothing cooking for Lincoln League on that call. Shouldn't have called your number. Disastrous call there. And money in the banks is great.
League again. This time a little more time to look. But the pass won't bring you fully there. Can you fight for it? No. A gain of 11 for Theo Petty. That'll bring them 1 short, 4th and 1.
Oh, I was going to say, risky for the biscuit, question mark? No man's land. Don't hate it. But you know the rules. Throw short, stay short.
Be like that. The punt's away. Once again, back through the end zone.
No for the brand. Absolutely just got cooked for everything on that kick. That's it, Anthony. Right now, West Virginia is finally getting it done, and they are moving. Do we see more?
Can they make that whole distance across the field? It feels like both teams are able to get across that midfield point. With passes like that to Jay Pittman, it certainly does feel possible.
Well, you also got to imagine on that last one, Nebraska was already almost to the 50. So you have to give credit to West Virginia's defense for holding him to such a minimal gain on that drive.
Agreed. Yost once again. Another quick pass off to the left. This one's broken up. Did it drop fully? No, drop pass on that one.
Ooh, luckily they're going to rule that incomplete. Not enough movement through the
I could
catch
smell
to rule
the potential fumble on that one.
Ooh, that was dicey.
Handoff this time at the middle. Some decent speed gained, but not quite enough yardage.
You could tell that Keith he's rearing to bust one open right now. 7 rushes for 13 yards, just being kept on such a tight leash.
Some calls for Hunter Towell to get involved. Quick pass to Berger, broken up. 4th and 5.
I thought Berger was going to have that. Berger gets it knocked out, falling forward for the first. Unfortunate stop there. West Virginia's going to have to punt. Credit to Nebraska for getting it done.
The punt away. This one has a chance to be returned. We haven't gotten to see this a whole lot today. And the return from Nebraska, very short gain, big fight at the line. So 14 yards there from Malik Thornton.
Murph, Berger U-bomb after scoring the touchdown is absolutely crazy behavior.
Emotional night here on Wednesday. Lincoln League up to the line with Nebraska. It'll be a handoff to Archer. We've seen this always feel like it works. Gain of 7.
Oh, Burger is buns. I hate it, and Burger is mid. I prefer mine rare, but hey, like your burger how you like your burger.
Rare? You mean medium rare, or you go all the way?
I said exactly what I said. I said rare. I eat my steaks blue rare too.
I am in the booth with a demon.
We like what we like.
3rd and 4 for Nebraska. You can see their 3rd down conversions have not been immaculate so far tonight. Looking to improve that as we get closer to the end of the first half. About 6 minutes to go. League taking a lot of steps. The quick pass to Archer. Broken down and grabbed before he can get the gain or the first down. West Virginia stops Nebraska yet again. The defense has just been spectacular so far.
I mean, Murph, ground beef rare. I mean, it's almost as close to a beef tartare, essentially. I mean, I'm not gonna go into the whole scientific details because then this absolutely gets derailed. I'm just gonna make that argument like, it's there. But you know what else is there? CJ Yost and the productivity. Had a great first quarter, little stifle in that second one. Got to find a way to see if she can get this going on this drive. Okay,
another touchdown feels like the league could be pretty crazy here. So we'll see what Yost can do. She looks a lot of time on this one. Pass will be good. Gain of 5 for KJ Smith.
And she puts it on a frozen rope across the field, getting it to KJ Smith in a hurry. What a cannon. Like seeing 5 yards on the first down every time.
Yost again, this time it's a handoff to Keith. Trying to force one man down, but gets swallowed up by 2 on that one. Just a singular yard will be grabbed on it. Tough. I didn't catch the numbers there, but again, Nebraska is just the way that they're bringing down West Virginia in some of these running plays. It's forcing them to the air consistently. We'll see if that keeps up here on 3rd and 4. Yost again looking, gets absolutely splintered down. That was a spy mission. Come on, Liam Duncan with the sack.
And the walk-on gets it done. Wow, what a hit. Unfortunately, it just takes too long to wind up that cannon, and that was going to be a shot down the field. Ooh, unfortunately, nothing doing. Nebraska really coming alive on defense. Meanwhile, over on Twitch, we have a 5-yard touchdown run by Dash Delano for USC. Michigan's lead's only 3 points now, 10-7, with 6:41 in the second, and that is Dash Delano. My correction.
12 yards there for Malik. So Nebraska gets to go again, and the lead has not grown for West Virginia, so still just 10. 4:53 left to go here in the first half. See what Lee can do with the squad. In a motion, going to be a handoff, no. Keeper for League, but just kind of pushed down to the ground for a loss of 1. Jay Walker on the tackle.
Gotta imagine, maybe this is karma for Nebraska's uniform outfit choice. Wearing the black shirt unis, but there's no black shirts involved. This makes no sense.
Going to half a funeral, half a party. Ready for both. Funeral in the night, maybe wedding in the morning. Mix it up. Head down, truck in there for Archer. Gain of 4, but 3rd and 7 already for Nebraska.
When you got to bury Meemaw at 3 o'clock, but the kegger's at 7.
Yeah, so something like that.
I got you.
Nebraska looking to fight for their first down. League tries to fire, gets absolutely flattened. West Virginia keeping that pressure on, grabbing the sack at that.
And what do you know? Just like what we saw on the last drive, 3rd and distance, needed the shot. Try to unload and just get rocked for the effort. Defenses are not playing nice. Gotta imagine there is a little bit of animosity as we watch Tank Golden just get yeeted to the shadow realm on the sideline over there.
Yes. But West Virginia's already back in offense. Feels like they were here seconds ago after a great run by their defense. Yost just has forever across her body, right to Berger, first down and then some, 25 yards.
And Berger is just getting it done. Love getting to watch a tight end absolutely have just a performance of the ages. Just can't bring him down, can't stop, won't stop, sure hands, and just a beautiful throw by CJ Yost.
You can see the total yards is just completely different for both of these teams. West Virginia seems to come up with 15 yards of play at times. We'll see if that continues. Yost again with forever. This time, however, it's deflected by Eric Grigsby, a name I've said a lot tonight. So despite the struggles of the offense and some mistakes by defense, Eric's been having a fantastic game for Nebraska.
Murph, if Burger King was actually good, I'd agree with that.
Keeper from Yost. Quick fire. Quick catch. Quick 6 yards.
Okay, 6 yards. 6 yards, you're going to be happy with that. You're going to set up a 3rd and medium. You're going to feel pretty comfortable about trying to pick up this conversion.
Here we go again, 3rd and 4, looking for that first down. They will have it. Just a truck. Caden Smith is taking a quick nap. Did gain the first down.
You know what? 4 and 8 just became 5 and 9, and I'm pretty sure he just got flattened to 5-9.
11 first downs for West Virginia, so they're just keeping this ball moving. But that might have been grabbed. No!
We're not even going to attempt to look at it. Might have had a toe down. Nope, nothing doing. What a horrible throw.
Tough break for Nebraska after the tough throw. But CJ Yost, she'll make up for it fairly quickly. Gain of 7 there for Hunter Dowell.
Oh, tough break for Nebraska for sure. And if West Virginia walks away with points on the board, you know Nebraska's going to be absolutely fuming that they didn't get a foot down.
Yost looking for the end zone, does fire it away, almost picked off again. Charles Curtis will get the deflection. That makes it 4th and 3 here for West Virginia, and they're going to go for the quick and easy 3 points. But again, tough. You want to walk away with more than that.
Curtis almost said, ball don't lie. The 34-yard kick is up, and it is good. The leg of legs stays true.
That makes it 13-0 for West Virginia, just having a fantastic game so far. The kickoff to Nebraska looking to get on the board. Yeah, we'll get some running room going, and we brought down, that was Jordan Sutton. I'm so used to seeing Theo on those returns.
Theo needs a breather. Too many kicks going his way. Murph, I agree. Field goals don't win games in the CFSL, but right now it seems to be working.
Against ranked 13 Nebraska, let's not forget. Tough time getting away from the line of scrimmage there. Tyler Archer only getting 1.
And absolutely no discredit to Nebraska whatsoever. You're ranked because you deserve to be ranked. Like you've shown it. But right now, West Virginia's got that number, and you've got to find something that's going to throw a wrinkle.
Handoff away. Archer cannot break through. Gets brought down once again, a singular yard.
While Archer's had more success, both defenses have really been keying in on the run game. Not much has been doing on the ground.
3rd and 8 already for Nebraska. Danger of going 4th and out very quickly here. League trying to take some time. Airs it out deep. Has a man too. Not quite. It's broken up. And that had to be broken up by Brent Dale, and Brent did not disappoint.
Brent Dale hit the seat belt and said, I don't think so. You are locked down. That is a good throw. I like the aggressive tempo by League, trying to just let it fly. Unfortunately, that defense was just one step ahead.
A lot of dancing for Golden. There'll be a gain of 8. 1 minute, 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Or excuse me, first half, second quarter.
Tank's practicing for the ballerina recital on Tuesday.
I will be there. We will be seated for it.
I've already been RSVP'd for a month.
That's big from you. Oh, you're so supportive. Yost, some time. Intercepted.
Uh-oh.
Guess who? It's Grigsby. And guess who's going all the way? 6 for Nebraska. Grigsby stands tall.
Mick pick 6 engaged. And go ahead and upsize that to a large for me as Nebraska cuts a large chunk into this lead. CJ Yost gets carried away, feeling way too comfortable back there, hangs it up a little bit too long, and it is absolutely just sniped out of the air. What a return.
Kudos to Nathan. They did indeed say that in chat earlier. Don't throw towards 11.
12.
A lot of room to work. There'll be a gain of about 34 for Tank Golden.
All right, now CJ, you have to have the memory of a goldfish. You have got to just get it out of your head, shake it off, girl. Go back out there, act like it didn't happen.
Goldfish memory activated. Pass good. Gain of 3 for Hunter Dowell, but you got the pass completed. And hand off towards that right-hand side.
And I'm not going to lie, that's completely gangster. Went right back to the exact same spot, the exact same play, the exact same throw.
You don't
Said,
faze me.
no, I got this. Wow, that is cold.
Yost trying to get that confidence back we saw earlier. Quick pass. Only a gain of 2. Already a 3rd and 5. And there's still over a minute left on the clock here in the first half.
Said throwing a little short, not really trying to test the field. I mean, you still got 3 timeouts. You're in a pretty decent spot. You've got to get a shot here somewhere.
Yost trying to find somebody. It is Keith, just brought down quickly. 4th and 4.
Throw short, stay short. 3rd and screen. Nothing doing. Nebraska's going to burn a timeout. They are going to look to try to get this ball back from this kick and make something happen.
Crazy that we've gotten to this position somehow. The return. First tackle not broken by Thornton. But you've got 48 seconds to try to get some points on the board. And you're not down by a lot. Remember, we saw so many field goals. It's only 13-7.
I fully agree with you, Anthony.
There'll be a handoff. Burning some clock down with it. Instant timeout. 3 yards gain for Archer.
It's feast or famine with the delay handoff, and 3 yards isn't bad, but when you've got to move, not the look you want to see.
League this time looking to air it out. Will it be a deep pass? No, a quick pass. But Archer cannot make up the distance. It'll be a 4-yard gain, 3rd and 3. Nebraska rushing back to the line, trying to beat West Virginia to get set up. Snap, League, looks, fires, it's caught, it's good! 22 yards for Theo Petty and goes out of bounds. Still 1 timeout for Nebraska.
That's a good heads-up play, getting out of bounds, stopping the clock, not having to burn that timeout. You don't have to hurry up and reset. That is a big conversion for Nebraska.
Starting to feel like they've got the momentum rolling, and there is a chance to walk away from this first half with the game close, if not even a potential lead. And League certainly thinks it's possible. Airs it out deep. Can you beat your mans? No, it's taken away! An interception by West Virginia. This first half has had everything, and Will Brown takes one away from Nebraska.
And that just comes down to a combination of Lincoln League throwing it short, but heads up for Will Brown, seeing that it's coming up a little small, getting the hands up there and snagging that. Now you're sitting here on the 3-yard line. Got to be careful you don't give up a safety.
It'll be a handoff. Quick look. Loss of 2. Not quite, but it has that danger you're talking about.
Oh, that was absolutely scary. God, imagine West Virginia's not going to want to snap this ball
Yes,
again.
sir.
Yeah.
We're going out.
Run to the lockers.
Yep. Coach said, don't blink. Nobody blink. What a game we've got so far. It was a quiet first quarter, but towards the end of the second quarter, this game has blown up. It's 13-7. West Virginia holding on to the lead, but Nebraska starting to make that comeback seem possible, if not even probable, with the way they've been playing. You're watching PX1 Sports here with CFSL. We've got ourselves some 3s to type in chat because halftime is up.
And see, now, Anthony, here's going to be my biggest takeaway from that first half. Defense has absolutely been the tail of this game, because you would like to say that, oh, this feels like it's been an explosive game, but you look at the scoreboard and then you realize, no, there's been big plays, but the defenses have stepped up and made even bigger plays to stop the productivity. If you look at a comparison, I mean, West Virginia is stifling Nebraska right now. 98 total yards to 240 for West Virginia, leading the time of possession, getting it done in the air. But when you look at the scoreboard doesn't necessarily translate to that in terms of West Virginia. Like, both defenses have been absolutely lights out, have had a couple of chinks in the armor, but both defenses have absolutely been stars of the half. Both defenses are keying in. They're stopping the run game. Neither team can really run for anything. Cornerbacks are making good reads. They're stopping a lot of the throws. I'm excited to see more defensive play here in the second half, Anthony.
Especially with the way it was starting to light up towards the end of the first half with those back-to-back interceptions we were seeing, just the amount of pressure that was going on around. We've seen some nasty tackles too. It's kind of easy to forget about that as this game has gone on, but there's been some true pancakes. It's been a fun one, and there's a lot of time left. The third quarter has begun. Nebraska has the ball.
Everybody's going to be going to the locker room tonight with bruises.
Myself included. I smacked my thigh really hard in that West Virginia interception. Speaking of another hard tackle, there's another one. DeMarcus White brought down, gain of 5, but you could see West Virginia just all over that one. We even get to see the replay of just how hard of a smack it was.
My condolences to that thigh bruise that's soon to set in. It's going to hurt later when you get up to walk.
Yeah, not the first time, won't be the last time. I'm way too animated for how comfortable my chair can be. So is life. Pass from League, and Theo Petty brought down instantaneously. 3rd and 6.
And who else? Will Brown reintroducing himself, saying, hey, in case you forget, I can hit 2. Defense is absolutely swarming to the ball right now on both sides. Like, it's just insane so far.
League will call for the snap. Where you going with it, League? It's a quick pass again. We've seen that so many times today to Archer, and so many times we've seen it result in a loss. It does yet again. And you can see the celebration getting hit there. I believe that was Avi Beth celebrating. Yeah, and with the big tackle as well. First time we've really gotten to see her shine on a replay, and in the moment, the ball will turn over. 4th and 10 for Nebraska. They'll punt it away. West Virginia will lie in wait.
Now, chat, say it with me. Throw short. Stay short. Gotta find a way to get it to the sticks. 3rd and screen is not your friend. Defenses on both sides have sniffed that out, and they are familiar with your execution. As we see Tank Golden return for 11 yards on that punt.
All right, Yost. Been explosive so far. Can she continue? Her arm had a little glitch in that one, made that pass go 200 miles an hour. Thankfully, KJ Smith was able to catch it.
I wasn't kidding when I said that Yost had a cannon. She can absolutely laser it.
Nebraska's defense has had some shining moments this game. Can they continue? Instead, actually, one of the best runs we've seen so far in terms of just having some space to work for Keith Samuels. And it's a first down for West Virginia, but they do it on the ground.
I'd call that his best run of the game so far.
It feels like they've all been stuffed out. Yost, back to the air. This pass good. Ooh. And we're schmoving at that.
Burger.
Great game.
Getting shifty with it. First or second shift, sir. I'll have what you're serving. Wow. Absolutely just getting out there.
If I moved like that, I'd fall down.
Looks like that's going to be a chocolate milkshake with that burger.
Wow. Whew. That one gave me goosies.
Well, credit to Murph. I just stole it.
Handoff. Keith, head down, trucking through, gain of 7.
Well, I don't like vanilla, so we went with chocolate. It was a safe bet. Oh, wait, I forget. A Chokie's opinion doesn't matter. That's right.
CJ Yost going to the air this time. Has a couple options, chooses to go to Jay Pittman. It'll be a gain of 1. It makes it 3rd and 2 here in the red zone for West Virginia.
If you're going to throw that route, you've got to throw it with some pizzazz. Corner sniffed that, started to break on it, and a half second later, that ball's going to the crib.
Takes the handoff. Great block right back over to Keith. Tries to flatten one with the stiff arm. Cannot find it. 4th down. Great stop there by Patty Chance.
I want to give credit though. Absolutely sliding over, picking up the would-be sack, absolutely stonewalling him in his tracks. Oh, that was beautiful. And the leg is continuing to work. Field goals don't win you in the CFSL, but it is working just fine for good old Luke Legg, as West Virginia has extended that lead now 16-7.
In our crowd, our third commentator, Dom, you can kind of sense the nerves from the constant field goal saying we need 7. We've got to get that 6. When does that really start to creep in is the question that's starting to loom. And Nebraska, it feels like they're waiting for the opportunity to pounce on the lack of actual points being put between them. League with the keeper, some room to work. Well, the gain is 6.
You're always gonna expect that Nebraska's gonna want to come out each time and capitalize anytime West Virginia doesn't put one in the end zone. But also credit to the West Virginia defense. The Mountaineers are swarming and really having to keep them lying in wait.
League, another keeper, and this time it's a 1st down and a lot to go. Will be a flag in the play. That clipping. Not the dreaded call.
Yep.
Say it isn't so.
Back it up. And it's Theo Petty in on the clipping too. Even worse. Not the performance you want to see. Oh, that was such a good run on that too. And it's just going to be negated, and it hurts.
League keeps it again. League figuring out that it's working to stay on the ground himself. This time it's a gain of 8.
I mean, right now, it's stop me if you can, and it is working in bunches. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd like to see a little bit more of it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
Some time. West Virginia can't break through, but it turns into a short pass, barely caught by Tyler Archer. It's a gain of 5. Nebraska is really lucky that's a gain of anything, the way that went down.
I wouldn't look at that as a barely caught it by Archer. Archer had good vision getting down to the turf and scooping it up before it touches. That
it was
is
more like a barely
hands.
got the pass off kind of feel to it. Now a handoff and Archer continues. Excuse me, that was Noah Eugene making that run look so good. You know it's a good one when I think you're Tyler Archer, who's consistently been so strong.
I mean, hey, it's working, right?
Something ain't broke, don't fix it.
Something along those lines.
Only gain of 2 there for Petty. Yeah, that one didn't work as well.
And support, I absolutely agree. Like, it looked on the ground. That's why I'm like, no, that is absolute stellar vision getting your hands to that before it touches.
2nd and 8 for Nebraska. League back to the air. Oh, man.
Ooh.
Almost grabbed on the slide. I kind of thought that one was coming away. I thought Elwood Gray had it in their hands, but not quite. Instead, West Virginia now is 3rd and 8 to defend. On the snap. Handoff, it is Archer fighting.
Oh.
Now you got that truck coming through, but you're only going to gain 3. That'll make it a 4th and 4 around midfield.
And Murph, yes, we have worked together a couple times.
Punt away. West Virginia's hanging. It'll go all the way back through.
So, someone's gonna have to go down there and have a talk with these punters that if we're gonna have to watch them punt back and forth all game, at least somebody get creative. Throw me a punt dot, give me a for the brand moment, angle it towards the sideline. I'm getting tired of you just hitting it dead middle.
That's what I'm saying. I am right there with you. Yost. She's brought down. Loss of 7 there for CJ Yost, and it's dangerous territory. Noah Eugene. Just saw him on the other side. This time coming up with the big sack.
Just untouched. No, I mean, gets a chip, but not enough to stop that momentum. And that's just a GT having that sense to just find the hole, hit it, and just pounce.
Virginia back to the line. It's dangerous out here. It is 2nd and 17. Yost will fire. The line's holding up. She's got time, but she's got to find somebody quickly, and she does it. It's another sack. 3rd and 23. Nebraska fired through. Jakari Thompson had eyes on the whole time, and Yost was a deer in the headlights.
She had all the time in the world. She was filing taxes, ordering off DoorDash. She just put together a new outfit on Shein and just ends up getting smacked by Jakari Thompson.
3rd and 23 now. West Virginia. We've got to get out of the sticky situation. To the air again. A rush was there. The pass will be good. Be a gain of 1. So it'll be a punt away from 4th and 22.
Hey, do you know that 60% of the time the screen works every time?
I think I've heard you say that at least, I'll say twice.
No, it'll always be a thing. Don't you worry.
Whoa,
And,
2 broken tackles. We fighting, we trucking. We gaining 8. If you're Malik Thornton.
And it takes a cadre of Mountaineers to get them in.
And this is why that lead's been so dangerous that we've been discussing. You have the lead still, 16-17, 2:45 left here in the 3rd quarter. But Nebraska, they're making progress back. We've seen the defense be there. Lincoln League's 12 for 19, and we just saw the running game come alive, and they can afford to still make that work because the lead hasn't been extended too far.
I've never seen a throwaway on a screen. That was interesting.
League, handoff, Archer, room to go. Does cut, though, and that cut might have cost a couple yards, still gains 8.
I wouldn't say that cut cost. You see that little sliver, you're gonna absolutely try to find your way to get into that. I like the heads up IQ. I really think it brought him closer, if anything.
Another handoff. No, League keeps it. Some room to go. Fighting for it again. Gain of 7. Nebraska's just, when they're on the ground, earlier it was shifty was the key word, and we're seeing that every time.
Said they are wearing the defense down, and they have all the stamina right now.
Quick pass into dangerous territory. Theo Petty comes away with it somehow.
Do not like that throw right there, Cotton. Ooh, that was incredibly sketchy.
That was kind of just a frightening pass. There was so much blue there.
I physically tensed up in my chair.
Whoa! League broke one, stopped by the other. On the tackle that time, that was
I probably tensed the exact same way that League tensed up when he got absolutely hammered on that. Sheesh.
3rd and 9. Nebraska. Still some points to work through. You can see the fight in each play. Here we go. Quick pass. Not handled. A tough drop. And the defense from West Virginia just continues to go. It feels like every time we're saying, oh, you should have made the lead larger. Nebraska, we're thinking they're going to score 6. They come away with 3 yet again.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and call that ball Houdini, the way it disappeared out of his hands. It was there 1 second, on the turf the next. What an unfortunate drop, but Nebraska is going to walk away with points, bringing the lead down to only 6.
This is probably the most important drive we've seen of the game up to this point for West Virginia, you would think, right?
Absolutely. This is going to be your make a statement drive right here. This is it. You still got time, but you want to establish dominance right here.
First play of the drive for West Virginia. They're going to go to the ground, try to burn some clock. Keith fights off 1, gains some more. Gain of 12, brought down really hard, but gets right back up. Doesn't even brush himself off. Great gain for West Virginia.
Now that is the best run we've seen for Keith Samuels tonight.
Great reference.
And
in
today's nudes.
Good.
Austin's
2nd and 1.
Oh, can I make a petition to fire Frosty for that one? Oh, that was a bad reference.
See, I thought that was fire.
No.
Handoff, pretty good gain. It'll be 6 yards gain there by Keith. We got ourselves a Twitch update coming up here in just a moment. One of our first in a while, I feel like. It's been a pretty close game over there on Twitch.
It's certainly been quiet for the most part. And Murph, I'm kind of glad you can't see the notes.
Some time. Yost does get the pass off.
Ooh.
And look at the broken tackles. Are we going on this one? We sure are. Jay Pittman goes 49. West Virginia makes it 22-10.
Hey, when I said make a dominant drive, hey, shaking them off and saying, let's take it to the crib certainly is one way to do it. That is how you get it back. Speaking of getting it back, it's been quiet over on Twitch. It's been a 2-yard touchdown run by Dash Delano as USC takes the lead 17-13, 147 left in the third.
Kick. Good. 23-10 with 22 seconds left in the third quarter. What a drive for West Virginia. We said they needed to have a fantastic one. They had to do something to simply make a statement, right? That was the play. Now on the return, almost a pretty crazy gain. A lot of fighting and shoving. Somebody's got to fall. Finally, Theo does. He hit a 28 on the return.
Well, you know what, Murph? All three of you guys can enjoy your Chubbawamba. I'm going to go mbop my way out of this conversation.
"15 seconds left to go in the third quarter. League keeps it. A little bit of time. Bullet, first down, maybe more, lots more. 18 yards for DeMarcus White.
Good pitch and catch there. You see the man on the in route, get him open, let him work. Good first down there. It's the soundtrack of my life. Oh, God.
I went to karaoke last week, and every song was that type. It was great. It was like a early mid-2000s mixtape. It was pretty fantastic. But the mixtape of tonight's game has been a close one, and it continues. Nebraska trying to make some points up. League keeps it. League's brought down at the line of scrimmage. No gain. That's the end of 3. That makes 4. It's 23-10. West Virginia just recently made this lead seem what it was, though. So don't go anywhere, because Nebraska certainly has some fight left here in CFSL PX1 Sports. Dom, what do you expect to see in the fourth quarter?
Pain, a little more pain, and one of these two teams walking away with heartbreak.
You said pain. I like that. League going for the keeper. Tries to put out the stiff arm. It turns to a noodle arm and is brought down by Elwood Gray.
Oh, see you at the crossroads so you won't get lonely, and just drove him to the turf. Okay, now I was gonna try to shoehorn as many music references in. I've realized that first one was already bad.
It's all right. I was gonna let you go.
Don't let me cook.
League gotta get it out of his hands. Cannot do it. Sacked. And a tough one. Avi Beth. Earlier, I mentioned we hadn't said her name a whole lot, but that doesn't mean she disappeared. Coming up big time there with a big moment and a big sack. 4th and 20.
Just because you're not being talked about does not mean you're not putting in work. And Avi absolutely drops the lumber. Like I told you, we were going to see pain, and pain was brought.
On the return, 14 for Tank Golden. You know, quiet note of this game has been Tank Golden on his punt and kick return.
Oh, absolutely. Said getting it done. It's nothing flashy, nothing off the wall, but it's consistent. It's solid. You'd like to see that out of your return team.
Doesn't feel like there's 8 minutes left. This game's been flying by. And you can see the stats from CJ Yost. The ball's been flying through the air, but at times it's been pretty dangerous realistically for both teams. But despite all that, West Virginia is still holding on to a comfortable lead, trying to grow it here. Quick pass off to Keith, brought down pretty quickly, gain of 5.
Ah, yes, they'll never see the screen coming up. First down, execute. Man, I love the screen as much as the last person, but man, there's only so much you can do.
Yost again, we're firing. Still a lot of time on the clock. So it looks like West Virginia want to keep heading that way, but Eugene and the squad not playing games. That makes it 3rd and 5 on what could be potentially a massive stop for Nebraska if they can make it happen. West Virginia looking for that first down. Yost is scanning, but gets caught and sacked. Losses 7, 4th and 12. Justin Austin. Big time, big time, big time.
And just what can you say? That's just good hard work. The sophomore out of Chicago absolutely just firing back there and getting it done with pizzazz. And we are in a defensive stalemate right now, Anthony.
It's kind of insane the way the defense has been. With you so far, we've seen so many offensive showcases. We've yet to see just a defense masterclass the way that we have so far tonight. I guess it's a difference of day for me. I show up on one Wednesday and it's like this.
So Wednesday's normally the chill time. Thursday is when things get a little out of hand.
League to the sideline.
You know what, Jeff? I've had enough. I've had enough. Scotty deserves to know.
Lincoln League thinking about his Fiona, trying to turn it into strength. The option away. First down. All Scotty had to do was lock in like that, and Fiona would never have acted the way that she did.
I was gonna say, sir, did you sneak Fiona into the beginning of that? I was like, my brain stopped. Like, I know I heard that, right?
Another handoff. Archer will gain 3. Just not the explosive Tyler Archer that we're accustomed to seeing. It's a credit to your point before, Dom, about the defense of West Virginia in this game.
Yeah, Carr picks up his 7th tackle of the evening. Defenses are swarming to the run game for the most part.
2nd and 7. League with the keeper goes down. It's a loss of 1. Dom, when do you start to panic? This is the ranked 13 team here in Nebraska, and they cannot seem to make up any distance on the field to try to challenge this lead.
I start freaking out about 3 minutes into the third quarter. I'm in full-on panic mode at this point. Nothing is working. Got to find a way to get something.
League must know the same thing. Looking to pass. Airs it out with a chance. It's going to be in the red zone. 37 yards for Deshaun Johnson.
And that right there is how you shake it up. Take the top off. DJ absolutely catches it in stride. Gets hawked down, but that is a momentum shifter in a play right there. Now Nebraska is knocking.
Massive possession here for Nebraska. Where you want to be. It's 1st and goal. Everything's going right. Can you make the play you have to make? One flattened, but the pass is dropped.
And Houdini again disappears with the play and falls to the turf.
Unreal. Did catch an offsides there.
No, that's definitely a false start. Gotta back that up. Shooting yourself in the foot is not your
Cannot
friend.
make that happen there. We do have a Twitch update, so after this play here in 2nd and goal, you can find out what's going on for the Twitch squad. League keeping it. Time getting rushed. Fires cross body. Caught. Is that end zone? No, it's denied and brought down. Gain of 13 for White, but no touchdown. West Virginia still holding on strong.
Over on Twitch, 44-yard scoop and score by Caleb Alexander for USC. Up 24-13, 6:41 remaining.
Now here on YouTube, what does League do? Keeps it and struts into the end zone. Nebraska will not go quietly. They're on the board, 23-17 if they can make the PAT. Nebraska still has some fight. Now it's up to the defense.
They will not go quietly into the night, for this is their Independence Day, and they are not out of this fight just yet. What a response by the Lincoln League, calling his own number and getting this lead shrunk back down. Got to come out here, got to get a stop, got to get that ball back with some good time left. And if you're West Virginia, you just need to be methodical, bleed out this clock, maintain a long drive, and put some points on the board.
The answer will not be on the kick return. Tank Golden will bring it up 28. West Virginia with the ball. and they've got some time to kill. Everybody's got timeouts. Everything's looking clean. 5:46 left to go here in the fourth quarter. CJ Yost will lead her unit up to the line. Quick pass, grabbed. No, it's dropped.
Looks like that was a pass that was going to Berger, and it just slips to the turf. Good way to fight and punch it out by the defense.
Yost has time. She threw it to the dangerous direction that we've talked about. Almost right into the hands of Thornton.
Cotton needs a new pair of shorts. Oh, that was almost a disaster.
Yost again, not looking right, that's for sure. Quick fire to Keith. We'll flatten one, but it's 4th and 8. West Virginia cannot come up with the first down. Nebraska will get the ball back, and with over 5 minutes left to go.
Well, that's certainly not exactly how you line it up and go score 7. That is just about everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong. The Mountaineers are going to have to call on their defense to come out and make another stand, and Nebraska is coming out here looking to throw hands and get in the end zone.
I think this would qualify as a nightmare for West Virginia fans at the moment. So it's time to lock in, turn the caps inside out, and just hope to hang on as Nebraska right back to the ground. Tyler Archer with a gain of 3.
You don't want to call it a collapse, but you can certainly see that your pillars are made out of salt and sand.
Snap to League, keeping it again. This is what they cannot seem to stop. Another first down for Nebraska. 10 for Lincoln League.
I fully agree with you, Anthony. If you can't stop it, I'm not going to stop it either. Keep it on the ground and call your number right now, Lincoln.
Remember the first time we saw that first down graphic? I think it was 11-3. It's now 15-11 for West Virginia. Almost picked off. Oh no, Oko almost came away.
I believe when we saw it was like 4-13.
Yeah, it's completely caught up now to this point. Here we go again. It's another keeper for League. Up the middle again. Another first down. League keeps on going.
That is a big boy run right there. Just run at the pack, drop his shoulder, and wish for the best. Wow, leaving it all out on the field on this drive right now, Lincoln League.
Nebraska riding that momentum. Again, it's League, but this time West Virginia's on it a little bit quicker. So not an instant first down, still a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4.
No, right now you're taking clock down with you. You're moving, you're efficient, and you're solid. You are playing your game right now.
Handoff. Archer head down, fighting for the first down. I don't know if he got it. He did. They'll give him the spot. 4 yards for Tyler Archer. A first down for Nebraska. They get a fresh set of downs with 4 minutes left to go.
Credit to the referees for being able to see in that pile. We couldn't see anything at all.
League will hand this one away. Look at the ground gained. Noah Eugene goes 7. West Virginia cannot stop the run game.
They are just moving and forcing the Mountaineers to stop them. Brent Dale, 11th tackle in on the game.
League this time looking to air it out. Has an open man, not quite a first down. Dayon Cooper will go 2 yards. That makes it 3rd and 1.
Anthony, I pucker every time I see that route get thrown to. Oh, that route just asks nothing but bad times.
Does Nebraska go back to the ground game? It's been working so well. Yes, they do. Lee tries to keep it, but this time West Virginia's all over it. It'll be 4th and 4 after the tackle for a loss from Jay Walker.
Decision time. Do you kick the field goal and try to stop it one more time, or do you go for it here? Decisions, and they're going for it.
All right, time to lock in. Check your seat. Here we go. Nebraska really want this one. You can see the movement. Where are you taking it? You got to go 4 yards for the first. They'll bring that clock down a little bit with it. There's the snap. League looking. West Virginia through. The screen's there. West Virginia's all over it, and they bring it down. Turnover for Nebraska. West Virginia hangs on in the red zone.
I'm baffled. You bring out a screen for 4th and 4 when the screens have not been your thing tonight. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it's Heartbreak City on that drive for Nebraska. Oh, but if you're a Mountaineer, you are grinning ear to ear, but you're not out of the woods just yet.
Handoff, going for the run. Now remember, this has been a problem for West Virginia, at least earlier on in the night, making their ground game work. They've got a burn clock here, and they're going to be fighting up against their biggest issue.
Well, put up or shut up, right?
Snap before 2 minutes. Handoff again. Stuffed out. No! He walked through, and Keith gets the first down. That'll force a timeout out of Nebraska.
Oh, Keith Samuels was in the gym this week. Over on Twitch, 4-yard touchdown pass to Marion Vander Martel for Michigan. They trail USC 24-20. They went for 2 points. It was no good. There's 2:44 left over there on Twitch.
That run handled. Second timeout used by Nebraska. 2nd and 10. There's the handoff. Nebraska, oh man, barely able to lock it down. It was number 12, Eric Grigsby, who we've seen quite a few times be a difference maker in these moments.
Giving
now
the
3rd
ball
and
to
2.
a walk-on right now is insane.
The pass, Yost.
Oh.
Can't find it. 4th and 2.
Oh no! Why do you throw that? Oh, that is such horrible awareness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, like I said, anything that could go wrong for West Virginia is going wrong right now. They're gonna give Nebraska another chance to go 60 yards and try to tie this up and take the win late.
And look at the numbers difference here in the second half. It's remarkable the difference Nebraska has made from their gameplay from the first to second half. You have no timeouts to work with, but you've got a lot of time on the clock. League takes a snap, has some time. Fires open man. First.
Oh,
No way! Nebraska! They got the ball! They've got the points! They'll have the lead! League to Petty! And Nebraska might just take this one.
Oh, that you do not want to see that. That is almost a death seal right there. Oh, that is devastating. But now let's be fair. Not all is lost here. You were still in this. If you are West Virginia,
It was a quick score.
That's your saving grace.
Very
It
quick
was a
score.
Very quick chunk. There you go. You've still got 3 timeouts. You can get it done, and you've got a good return here, and that's going to set them up about the 32-yard line.
All right, CJ Yost. She had an incredible first half. Very, very little mistakes. Second half has been much more quiet for West Virginia. They have a lot of time on the clock, and perhaps most importantly, 3 timeouts to make this work. So you can even burn some clock, get yourself field goal position. First play will be a pass. Brought down, 2nd and 8.
Not a fan of dinking and dunking right here.
Second play of the drive, another pass up the middle. Gain of 3 to Berger. It's already 3rd and 5. Hurrying back to the line is West Virginia. Yost takes it, looking, fires, first down. That was massive for West Virginia. It was getting scary, but Berger finds 18 yards, and we're still sprinting up. 1 minute to go. Yost again, looking, gets sacked by Nebraska. That's a loss of 8. No timeout called.
You call a timeout and you regather yourself there. What
They're
are we
not even
doing?
all back to the line yet.
Oh, this is not how you work your clock. What are we doing?
West Virginia being so greedy with those timeouts, and now even they're not even snapping the ball at this point. Not yet in field goal position. Just took a huge loss. It's 2nd and 18, and we're still not snapping the football. Well, I hope they're rested. Here's the snap. Only 15's on the clock now.
You pray this pays off.
This one out deep. Almost a sack. The pass so deep in the end zone. Almost intercepted by Grigsby. Now it's 3rd and 18 and only 8 seconds on the clock.
You burned 48 seconds for what, my guy? Gal, technically.
Yost, this could be the last play, and all over it is Nebraska. That might just do it. I think that was Eugene again. One more play, they got the timeout off. 4th and 26. Last play for West Virginia. Last chance after the clock was burned. The pass from Yost. It's good! Oh my God, it's good! Are you kidding me? Dossie will get in the end zone, and West Virginia will get the upset over Nebraska.
Oh my! Just like they drew it up. Oh, wow. Oh, my, Anthony, what did we just see?
Wednesdays, am I right? Wednesdays.
Bold strategy, Cotton. It paid off.
They go for 2. Oh my goodness.
What did we kick it off? It was 0 from the clock.
Huh?
Hello?
Okay.
There we go.
I was very afraid for a second there. What a remarkable ending, Dom. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, just wow. I have nothing here, but CJ Yost finds the legend General Tao and just absolutely hits a walk-off on what should be game of the week. Heartbreak for Nebraska, but it is country roads take me home up and down the Shenandoah River right now for West Virginia as they steal a win. Wow.
29-24 is your final score tonight. West Virginia gets the upset over Nebraska. I've been Anthony, had Dom by my side. As always, thanks to Mike Peters and Austin Crow for making all this stuff happen. It's the first win for West Virginia, and it's a remarkable one at that. More games tonight, so we'll see you in a little bit. Enjoy the break in the meantime on CFSL. We'll see you soon.